is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Pass 11,
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Okay, ready?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Kelly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Kelly. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, Kelly. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on 2nd down. Kelly. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw is Kelly. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Kelly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Kelly to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kelly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Kelly. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now a 1st down throw. Kelly. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Commanders 14, Buccaneers 3.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing on 4th down.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He sets to fire deep.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Kelly. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
And it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 2, Kelly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Kelly to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy.
And now here is another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
And the Commanders first down.
Here we go. Strike.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Kelly. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun, it's Kelly.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kyle Pitts,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Kelly airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's Kelly. A final shot before break. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kelly. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Kelly. They'll swing this out to Fournette.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw, Kelly. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, Kelly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Kelly to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Fournette fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. They'll go with a keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Let's go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Kelly throwing on 4th down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because They were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The try here for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Ready.
Washington on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far.
This is 3rd and 9. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down throw. Kelly airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Kelly. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Kelly. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Now a play fake here on first down.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
50 Bison, 50 Bison. 70 Lions.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
So a victory here for the Commanders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Commanders,
hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the